Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Oh my God, y'all. Major players died. It's episode 5, Crown Vic. We're going to do this right now. First thoughts with Faye Renee Power, 411 breakdown. Let's go. Last week when we left off, Walter Flynn had fired Paulie because he felt embarrassed and weak because Paulie had went to ask for more time to pay Dublin back. And D-Mac had shot and killed crooked on the tape cop Seamus with JP's gun. And finally, Jannard had got a hella beat down and had mutiny take place in treason. And he lost about 4 peeps. All because he killed little K and stepped on the product. So here we go. Week 5, Crown Vic. Opening scene is D-Mac being lambasted by Uncle Tommy. Tommy's trying to lay the law down for that dumb D-Mac, telling him stay your butt in the house until things quiet down about the cop he killed. You know, just until Uncle Tommy can figure things out. Okay, now, so over at Treason, y'all know Jannard got a special way about him. He just like swaggers in like everything cool after the mutiny. And his peeps sitting around twiddling their thumbs. Jannard like, what's up, niggas? And they like, what's up? We ain't got no product. That's what's up. Jannard say, listen, I got a plan. Y'all know I'll be back. Oh shit, Jannard and his plans. All right, so early in the day, Diamond has gone to Slick's diner to have a cup of joe. And Slick tells him that Big Sid is sick. You need to go to the hospital because Big Sid is in hospice. You need to go see him. And Jannard is like, fuck Big Sid. I'm like, Big Sid? Just then, in walks 3 gangsters from another crew yelling, CBI, kill a bitch, and a lot of other stupid gang shit. And they shot up Slick's joint. And they actually hit an innocent bystander female. She ended up in the hospital with Nurse Maria, of all people, taking care of her, but the young lady didn't make it. Damn. Now, Diamond's like, what the fuck is going on out here in these streets? And he beats it back to the barbershop. He hooks up with Tommy and explains why the cops are all over the neighborhood. He told Tommy, they here because they shot up Slicks. And Tommy was like, who the fuck was that? And Diamond's explaining, this is Jannard's old crew yelling 7-1 T-block bullshit. He also explained they've been having a beef with CBI since 94. And that their old leader, Big Kilo, is up in Statesville, who used to talk to Diamond about both of them, like want to join everybody up, which makes sense. They would have less damage, less violence. Everybody would make money in a huge coalition. And Tommy said, bet. So, of course, Diamond hooks it up with Big Kilo by way of his girl, C.O. Kendra, at Statesville. And they talk on the phone, and Kilo is like 100% in. But he just wants 50% of the take from the prisons. Okay, now, just outside the window, that damn D-Mac is back outside again. Like, ain't shit happening. Tommy runs that fool home and lambastes his ass again and tell him this is your final chance. Stay in the fucking house until things quiet down about the cop you killed, dummy. And Diamond had told Tommy, I know that's your nephew, but you're going to have to figure something out, man, and handle D-Mac, or I will. Damn, Diamond. So back at the crib, when Tommy was reading D-Mac the riot act, JP walks up like, hey, you can't talk to my son like that. And stupid, dumb Kate gets involved, and she really should stay in her lane. And Tommy is laying the law down again. And JP agrees with Tommy. They need to keep D-Mac in the crib so he don't get in any more trouble. Meanwhile, back at the penthouse, Claudia and Doyle are waiting for Vic to get the final plans ready for killing Dodd tonight. But just then, Vic gets pulled in the station about Colin Judge's murder. And of course, he lawyers up and walks out. Vic knows if they really had something on him, they would have held him. However, USA Stacy is slick as hell. She playing long ball with Vic, and she lets Vic walk out so he can hang himself. This time, Stacy is right. Vic is the way to get Egan and the CBI gang, if she ever hopes to. Now, back at JP's, D-Mac is tripping and wants to get out the house, and G-Mom, grandmother Kate, helps him out. She says, D-Mac, go down to the store and get me some cigarettes and take your time. This way you can talk to that little girl Genesis you like and make it up to her. Kate has no fucking idea what the hell is going on. And then she herself leaves the house to go to a meeting. Okay, y'all, Jannard has gone straight fucking cuckoo. He needed more product, right? So he out of money, he out of friends. Even Miguel don't want to be bothered with him. Because as his boys tell him, nobody don't want to fuck with you because they say you are getting high on the product. But this dum-dum goes over to a dude's place called Manny's. In Manny's territory, on the way, he sees Big Smurf, who say, Jannard, the fuck you doing over here? This ain't your spot no more. Jannard pretends it's all on the friendly and jumps in the dude Manny's car, pulls a gun on Manny and demands, Manny, give up your stash. I know it's in the car. And Manny is like, what? But Manny complies because Jannard is being nasty. They open up the car and find out Manny got 2 kilos stashed there. Jannard is happy. And then to top it off, Jannard also steals Manny's golden chain off his neck, something that his father gave him. Wow. Now, Jannard goes back to his crew with special delivery, and the crew is like happy. Hey, this from Miguel? And that stupid Jannard lied again. Yeah, I got this dope from Miguel. Before Jannard leaves, he tells his boy, y'all just stay loyal to me. Just stay loyal. It'll be all right. And then they all notice this motherfucker is wearing Manny's chain. Damn, Jannard. Okay, now, Vic finally makes it to Claudia's penthouse and meets up with Dublin Doyle and Big Red, who will lead the assassin team to Let's Kill Daddy plan. And Vic is like, who the fuck is you? And Big Red is like, I'm not the 4 horsemen from before. I am the apocalypse. Woo! So, okay, the biggest and the baddest Claudia hired with Dublin Doyle to get rid of Di Flynn once and for all. My God. They say dinner will be at 8, and the killers, Big Red and his crew, will be there at 9. They say, Vic, get your ass out of the way before 9, because when they get to the house, they're killing anybody there. Anybody standing? Vic understands. And Claudia's like, 9 o'clock, bro. Di dies tonight. Like it ain't shit. Now it's just greedy Claudia and Doyle at the penthouse waiting. And she lets Doyle have celebration sex with her one last time before the killing actually goes down at Di's place. Just waiting on Big Red's call. So after the quick and dirty, Claudia says to Doyle, I can't wait to be in charge of the Flynn organization. And Big Mouth Doyle says, that ain't never happening. Claudia, Dublin will never respect a woman in charge. As long as your brother Vic is alive, you will never be queen. Uh-oh, Vic. I don't know about that shit. This ain't looking good for Vic. So Vic shows up for the dinner at Daddy Flynn's. He sees Di and Uncle Paulie. They're all there in good spirits. And Vic is realizing that Uncle Paulie and Di have made up, which is good. And they opening the good wine. Dinner's being served. All is good at the Flynn estate. Vic calls Claudia in another room, sounding the alarm. Paulie is here at the damn dinner. Claudia says, please get Uncle Paulie out of there before the guys come to kill Di. Vic is down with the plan and says, yeah, I'll get him out of here before 9. Now, Doyle had got a call at Claudia's from Big Red, the hit guy. He said, we're moving the hit up to 8:30. And Doyle told Claudia, you better warn your brother Vic that it's moved up a half hour. But did Claudia do it? Hell no. That greedy SOB wants it all to herself, even if it means murdering her own brother. Uncle Polly, too. Claudia is cold and thirsty as hell. I never seen nobody like Claudia. Back on the south side of Diamond's barbershop, old Uncle Jesse is telling Diamond, Big Sid is dying. I'm telling you, go to hospice at Garfield Park. And Diamond is really struggling with this, but finally he relents to go see Big Sid. How big ever. He starts to call brother Jannard, but instead he calls Jannard's girl Shantae. So over at the gym, Jannard shows up looking crazy and high as hell and telling Shantae, I'm ready to talk biz, Shantae. And she can tell he on some shit. And Jannard lies again. And Shantae hits him hard with, Big Sid is in hospice and dying. You need to go see him. Okay now. So Diamond shows up at the hospital first. Y'all, it turns out Big Sid is Diamond and Jannard's father. And this dude is a contentious, ratchety old son of a bitch. Even while Big Sid is coughing and sick, he's still nasty to the core. He told Jannard, you ain't shit. The only good thing you ever did was take care of your brother for 15 years, and you couldn't even do that very well. It's your fault Jannard in the game on the street. You just like me, Diamond. You're no good. You never have been. You never was, and you never will be. I mean, damn, Big Sid is a straight hater. Diamond said, I just came here to make sure you was really on your way out and realized that dreams really do come true. But later on, it quieted down, and Big Sid finally stopped acting like a fool. Ain't that a trip? The father that left a son to take care of the family is putting Diamond down. It's a wonder Diamond ever survived at all. Turns out this Big Sid was a hardcore street dude. He told Diamond, I'm sorry I left, but the streets was calling my name, and I wasn't able to say no. And Diamond, I was tough on you because I knew you could take it. That's why I didn't like you. You didn't need me. I knew you'd always be fine on your own. Not like Jannard. Woo! It's coming out, the family secrets. Finally, Big Sid said, do me a favor, Diamond. Watch out for your brother. And Diamond visits with his father, Big Sid, until he dies. Okay, over at JP's, Tommy came back home and found that Hardhead D-Mac is out in the streets again. And this time because of Kate, who's at a meeting. And JP said, whatever D-Mac did, it's your problem, Tommy. Tommy said, hell no, not this time, JP. Tommy then finally tells JP that D-Mac killed a cop. and he doesn't understand to keep his head down. JP is like fucking alarmed. And he and Tommy come up with a really good plan to stop that stupid D-Mac once and for all. Tommy then makes a call to Big Smurf, and the plan to stop D-Mac finally is in motion. Tommy told JP that D-Mac chose this life. If I don't take care of this, take care of D-Mac for good, that means everybody's going to pay for this. And I need to end this now. And just like that, they had D-Mac's ass kidnapped right off the street. 1 minute, Genesis is looking at him, and the next minute, D-Mac disappeared. Then Big Smurf texts Tommy and JP and said, it's done. And they all agree, don't tell Kate anything. They agree to make Kate think that D-Mac is gone and dead, because D-Mac is a real liability to the family at this point. Finally, it's dinner time at the Flynn's. They're in the midst of enjoying a great meal, and Doc notices a few shots ring out on the estate. It's like, what? All three men get up and go check the live surveillance, and they can clearly see assassins running across the lawn at the Flynn's, shooting at their men. Polly is like, looks like Dublin's calling. And Don is like, let's go and say hello, why don't you? And they get out these big ass guns. One thing about Don, he ain't no punk. He is original old school gangster, and he is fearless. He says to Vic, keep your head down, son. You hear me? And then they go to war, y'all. It is on like a major shootout at the OK Corral 2023. And everybody is a damn good shot. So it seems. So when the three Flynn men creep around to the poolside, that's where everything is going down. And Paulie gets in some really good shots at some of the killers. But they get to jump on old Paulie, and he is shot dead in the end by Big Red. Paulie falls dead in the swimming pool. Comes Big Daddy Flynn, pissed to high hell, and Big Red spots Vic and realizes this is a double cross. And he keeps shooting everyone because everybody, all witnesses must go. But Vic manages to kill a couple of the assassins too. And then Big Papa Flynn himself comes head to head with a big ass gun aimed at Big Red. And Doc gets the jump on Big Red, the apocalypse. And Big Red goes down. Then Doc goes and stands over Big Red, overshooting him for killing Paulie. Doc's livid. Everyone at the estate is now dead, except for Father Flynn and Vic. Walter is so mad, he goes into a tirade to Vic. She did this, your sister. Vic is like, no, Doc, you did this, old man. It's all because of you. First you killed Gloria, and now fucking Uncle Paulie. Flynn says, Paulie saw her with the prick Doyle. Now you want to fucking betray me as well? You fucking disgrace. I should have stayed working with your sister because she's got fucking heart. You pathetic piece of shit. Oh my God. Famous last words, asshole daddy. Vic shot him. Boom. Doc goes down. And Vic lays the law down, standing over Doc, explaining. Claudia didn't do this to you alone, Doc. We did it together. When Doc realizes what's going on, he says, yeah, you have your mother's beautiful eyes, boy. Pull the trigger. Pull the fucking trigger. Last words he ever spoke. So Vic kills his father. My God. He is Crown Vic, baby. For real. Hashtag patricide. Okay? Meanwhile, back on the south side, Dum Dum Jannar goes to buy more H to sniff, but they out where he buys, so he hustles a nearby white boy customer and gives him Manny's gold chain in exchange for some dope. They get in the dude's Crown Vic car, and Jannar starts sniffing dope, and this boy is like, Jannar, you wasting that dope by sniffing it, man? And Jannar said, I don't do needles. That's white people shit. But this dude cooks up the dope and tells Jannar, I got you, man, and check this shit out. And lit up Jannar's arm, and Jannar is now fucked for life on that shit. Oh, yeah. At the same time, just think, Jannar in the Crown Vic, and Vic is actually now Crown Vic of the Flynn's estate after the massacre by way of deletion. Who wrote this stuff? All right, now switching up. Remember Crazy Miguel? He's another special kind of stupid. He don't let nothing go. Remember, he picked up his sister earlier in the day from work. He saw her argue with her now ex-boyfriend, Dr. Kendall. Well, this fool has shown up at Dr. Kendall's apartment. Why Miguel think it's his place to get involved and exact revenge on this guy, I really don't know. Anyway, Miguel put some hurt on Dr. Kendall, y'all. He broke both the doctor's hands trying to teach this guy a lesson. Now, poor Dr. Kendall might not ever perform surgery again. Nasty, nasty. So right after the massacre at the Flynn's estate, Vic goes to the rendezvous point at the local pub, right where Claudia was supposed to meet him for their alibi. But of course, she doesn't show up. Why? Because Claudia believes that Vic is shot up and dead. So Vic goes to her penthouse to see her and Doyle in person. When Vic arrives at the penthouse, Claudia pretends she didn't know the hit was moved up by a half hour. And Doyle said, "But I told you, Claudia. I fucking told you. You didn't tell your brother." And right then, Claudia shoots Devlin Doyle in the head. Boom. "He betrayed us, Vic." Vic is like, "Oh shit." He said, "Thanks for looking out for me, sis." She said, "Of course." And Vic and Claudia hug. But Vic knows Claudia ain't double shit and that she wanted him dead too. He sees it all now. Very, very clear. Damn, Claudia. At the hospital, Tommy shows up to support Diamond and tells him he's sorry about his dad, but that he wanted him to know he had took care of the D-Mac situation. And then they both agree that the coalition thing should be put into motion. So Tommy says, on one condition, though, we supply the drugs. Bet. Now back at JP's crib, Kate is finally home and she's asking Tommy, "Where's Darnell? He's not answering my calls and I'm worried." And Tommy said, "Get used to it, Kate. D-Mac is gone because he kept disobeying me and you helped him. So now he's gone." Kate started tripping out. "Where is he? Where's my grandson?" Tommy's like over and over, "He's gone and he ain't coming back." Kate just started beating on Tommy and yelling, "You're a monster, you're a fucking monster." And JP comes in and intervenes. And Tommy's like, "Get that crazy bitch off of me." And I'm like, my God. Kate says, "I can't believe this. I've raised animals. I've raised animals." They both want Kate to think D-Mac is dead. And JP said, "Hold up, Kate. You didn't raise us, Kate. Animals are not. We raised ourselves." And Kate says, "Well, I'm not going to let this pass." And Tommy said, And he threatens Kate. He said, "You're not going to do nothing, Mom, about this, or I might have to do something else I don't want to do." Damn. Then sorry ass Kate is crying. She goes upstairs to bed. She falls off the wagon. She starts sniffing coke again. And Tommy throws the carton of blackberry ice cream in the sink. That joy didn't last very long. Later, back at the hospital, Jannard finally showed up, but it's too late. Big Papa Sid is dead. He's too late. He was too afraid to face the facts. But he and Diamond do have a somber visit. They agree that they have gone wrong in their personal relationship, and they both are very apologetic. Diamond tells Jannard a whole bunch of trumped up stuff that Big Sid said or implied to get Jannard to be a better person. And it's his segue to ask Jannard to bring treason back into the game, to come into this coalition. So that was a smart move by Diamond. How big ever. Diamond don't know that little bro is stepping on the product and out there stealing and killing the way he has. And when Tommy finds out, goodbye, Jannard. Okay, way out in the middle of nowhere, a van drives up and Big Smurf and another dude jump out and they take D-Mac out the back of the van. They deliver him to his new destination. D-Mac is mad and furious as hell. He's like, "Where the fuck am I with all these horses and cows?" This is straight bullshit. I don't fuck around with cows. They hand D-Mac the phone. Tommy lays the law down and said, "You're not coming back here till it's safe. I'm trying to protect you. This is for your own good. I gotta go." And Tommy hangs up on him. That's the end of the line now for D-Mac. Now, y'all, for the big power ending. Out of the blue, Vic shows up to see USA Stacy in her office. Vic says, "I need protection, Stacy." And Stacy's iPad is blowing up. Headline: "Shootout at Barrington Manson. Walter Flynn killed. Multiple casualties." Stacy's like, "What the fuck? Jackpot, baby." Says, "I know. I barely escaped with my life. My father's dead. My own sister tried to kill me. I want out. I want out of this fucking game. I want out of this fucking life. I want full fucking immunity. But my sister keeps the books. She's the brains behind the whole operation. You can have her. I want her ass in jail. Death is too easy. She's got to suffer. She betrayed me." Stacy knows the ball is in our court. And she said, "All right, Vic, we can work together. But if you really want full immunity, you're going to have to infiltrate CBI. You're going to have to give us everything, especially Tommy Egan." And you know what, y'all? Vic said, "I'm down with that. I'll help you take him down." But I don't know, y'all. I believe Vic gonna double cross Stacy and work with Tommy. Dang. That was a lot. Finally, guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have your subscription. Hit the little red button once, check the little bell, and you won't miss the next dynamic, powerful review with Faye Renee. And don't forget to check our social below. We are everywhere. And I'll catch you guys right back here next week for Power, Book 4, Season 2, Episode 6. Only 5 more to go. The 411 breakdown. You can catch it all right here. And that's it. That's all. This is Faye Renee. Holla.